Yeah, so my research is about climate change and trees, but in a very different way than what's happening here at the FACE experiment. And I think that's the important thing about Birmingham Institute of Forest Research, is that there's all kinds of different research happening here from all kinds of different disciplines from across the university and also nationally and internationally. And for me specifically, my background is in weather and climate and understanding how weather patterns are changing, then understanding how extreme weather was impacting infrastructure, and understanding how infrastructure companies such as Network Rail and Highways England can start to adapt their infrastructure to be ready for the extreme weather that we are experiencing now. So if you think of what was happening in New York a couple of weeks ago, but also in the future, and that's climate adaptation. And trees are a big part of making our infrastructure resilient for the future and making our urban areas resilient for the future. And I think it's really important that we have this kind of connection between the academic research that's saying that we need more trees, we need trees to be resilient, but also between the kind of practitioner world where practitioners are getting trees into the ground and making sure that there isn't a disconnect between academia and practice. And through that, I do a lot of work with the Trees and Design Action Group, who are a network of built environment practitioners and academics all working to make our urban areas greener.
Yeah, and that's how we met originally and how we
met.
Ended up here. And there's some amazing work going on there because there's so many, I've seen quite a few solutions because this is more my world really, is the built environment side. I've seen a lot of ideas and projects being done in various places around the world where it's already not so much extreme weather, but it's very hot, for example, is a place where it's much more common. And I've been in Mallorca, and they've got all the cycle lanes are tree lined and clipped, so you can go under trees the whole way. And there's a lot of small things like that being done in a lot of other countries to make things more comfortable and more accessible. But now we're seeing the real extreme weather events, like the flooding, like you just mentioned, and more prolonged heat waves and all that type of thing. There's a lot more issues that are kind of developing that we haven't experienced before, aren't there? And it's how we think about using trees to mitigate as much of that as possible.
That's right. It's about integrating trees and green infrastructure and putting them on equal footing with our grey infrastructure assets within the urban environment, because unlike grey infrastructure assets, trees only increase in value as they get older. So if you want to have a more valuable urban area for the future, then you should be putting trees in it, and you should be making sure that you retain those trees that we have, because why chop a mature tree down when you can retain it and all the benefits that it's providing us and nature?
Exactly.
Absolutely.